Can you conquer an entire country on foot in just one morning? Yes, there are countries so small that you could walk around them in a single morning. These tiny territories are not only surprising for their modest size, but also for the rich history, culture, and hidden wonders within. Let's explore 5 unique countries that you can conquer with your own 2 feet in just one day. Number 5. San Marino. As dawn touches the summit of Monte Titano, rising 2,457 feet, or about 749 meters, San Marino reveals itself like a living medieval painting. This is not only the highest point in the country, but also the only place on Earth where you can view the entirety of a sovereign nation at once. Looking from here, you'll understand how they've maintained independence for over 1,700 years. The 3 towers atop Monte Titano, built in the 11th century, are not just symbols on the national flag, but also enduring testaments to the republic's determination to protect its sovereignty. The oldest republic in the world. With a territory of just 23.6 square miles, or about 61 square kilometers, the size of a large golf course, San Marino sits nestled within Italy like a precious jewel. The country stretches approximately 8 miles, or about 13 kilometers, in length and 3 miles, or 5 kilometers, in width. Yet, every inch of it is steeped in history. From ancient Roman stone roads to sturdy medieval walls, moss-covered gates to expansive squares, every corner tells a story dating back to 301 CE. The capital, Città di San Marino, is a labyrinth of narrow, winding streets leading to the mountain summit. Here, knights clad in medieval armor parade daily among luxury boutiques, creating a unique atmosphere where the past and present intertwine seamlessly. Perhaps the most fascinating feature of San Marino is its political system. It's the only country in the world with 2 heads of state simultaneously, the captain's regent, who alternate every 6 months. During official ceremonies, they wear traditional black robes from the 16th century, appearing as if they've stepped out of a history book. San Marino lacks an airport, railways, or natural borders with Italy. However, it boasts some enviable qualities. 0 crime rates, the highest average life expectancy in Europe, 85 years, and a thriving economy built on tourism, financial services, and unique products like postage stamps and Titano mountain wines. Size isn't everything, locals often joke. What matters is what you do with what you have. From its origins as a haven for persecuted Christians, San Marino has evolved into one of the world's most prosperous nations, welcoming visitors each year in numbers 60 times its population. As twilight falls over Monte Titano, the glow from its 3 historic towers lights up the night like beacons, illuminating a nation small in size but monumental in spirit. San Marino proves that true strength lies not in dimensions, but in the ability to preserve identity and independence for millennia. Number 4. Tuvalu. In the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, stretching over 347,000 square miles, or about 900,000 square kilometers, lies Tuvalu, a delicate string of coral islands with a total land area of just 10 square miles, or about 26 square kilometers. Comprising 9 atolls, Tuvalu forms a ribbon-like chain averaging 1.1 miles, or 1.8 kilometers, in width, with its widest point measuring only 3.1 miles, or 5 kilometers, making it one of the smallest independent nations in the world. Perhaps Tuvalu's most remarkable feature is its Funafuti International Airport. The runway spans 5,000 feet, or about 1,124 meters, and takes up 1/7 of Tuvalu's total land area. With just 2 flights per week, the airport transforms into a sports field and cultural event space by night, showcasing the community's adaptability. Natural resources are scarce. Without large rivers or fertile farmland, most residents rely on fishing and cultivating traditional crops like coconuts and taro in small plots of land. To supplement its income, Tuvalu has leveraged an unusual asset, its .tv country code domain. Licensing this domain to online streaming companies has provided the country with a significant revenue stream. Despite its modest size and limited resources, Tuvalu boasts a vibrant culture rooted in thousands of years of Polynesian traditions, including dances, songs, and rituals. Communities are tight-knit, with villagers frequently assisting one another in daily activities. However, Tuvalu faces existential challenges. Climate change poses the greatest threat as rising sea levels erode coastlines and contaminate freshwater supplies. Flooding has rendered many agricultural areas unusable, and Tuvalu has become a vocal advocate at international climate conferences, urging industrialized nations to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to prevent the disappearance of small island states. Emigration is another pressing issue. Many Tuvaluans are leaving for better opportunities in nearby countries like New Zealand or Australia, leading to concerns about population decline, cultural erosion, and increasing reliance on remittances from abroad. Number 3. Nauru. If you have good shoes in 5 hours, you can explore an entire nation. This is how the locals of Nauru, the world's third smallest country, introduced their 8-square-mile island, or about 21 square kilometers. Located on the equator, far from major nations, Nauru has no official capital. Instead, all administrative functions are centralized in a district called Yaren. The island's 19-mile, or about 30-kilometer coastline can be circled by car in less than an hour. Nauru has no rivers or natural lakes, with fresh water coming primarily from collected rainwater. Nauru's history is marked by dramatic shifts. Initially a stop for European whalers in the 19th century, the island became a German territory in 1888, was managed by Australia after World War I, occupied by Japan during World War II, and finally gained independence in 1968. The most remarkable chapter in Nauru's history is its phosphate wealth, derived from millennia of bird droppings. In the 1970s, Nauru became known as the Kuwait of the Pacific, with a per capita GDP second only to Saudi Arabia, reaching $50,000 annually. Today, Nauru serves as a stark reminder of the importance of sustainable development. Once flush with wealth, the island now faces environmental challenges due to phosphate mining, with much of its land rendered barren. Despite its tiny size, Nauru continues to teach the world profound lessons about resilience and the long-term impacts of economic and environmental mismanagement. Number 2. Monaco. Monaco, the second smallest country in the world, stands as a dazzling symbol of European luxury and sophistication. Perched along the picturesque Mediterranean coast, Monaco spans just 0.78 square miles, or about 2 square kilometers, roughly 1/5 the size of Central Park in New York City. Despite its limited space, Monaco offers an intriguing paradox. Finding parking for a super yacht is harder than finding a parking spot for a car, and even with immense wealth, securing an apartment is no small feat. Since the Grimaldi family assumed power over 700 years ago, Monaco has flourished as a financial haven. Its no-income tax policy attracts the global elite, while businesses face no corporate tax and residents enjoy exemptions from property and capital gains taxes. However, there's a catch. Transferring assets out of Monaco incurs a 33% tax, a clever strategy to keep wealth within its borders. This policy has resulted in a unique demographic. 32% of Monaco's population are millionaires or billionaires. According to the Knight Frank Wealth Report, the number of millionaires in Monaco rose by 12% between 2013 and 2018. Moreover, the CIA World Factbook states that Monaco is the only country in the world without citizens living below the poverty line, a remarkable modern achievement. Monaco shares a 3.4-mile, or about 5.5-kilometer land border with France and boasts a 2.5-mile, or about 4.1-kilometer Mediterranean coastline. The principality has creatively expanded its territory through land reclamation projects. The Fontvieille district, constructed in the 1970s, added 0.085 square miles, or about 0.2 square kilometers, accounting for 15% of Monaco's total area. Recently, the ambitious Portier Cove project, valued at €2 billion, aims to add land equivalent to 6 Bernabeu stadiums in Madrid, providing space for housing, marinas, and public areas. Monaco's urban layout is a study in maximizing space. High-rises, casinos, luxury hotels, and bustling ports are densely packed into a vibrant, opulent urban environment. Among these landmarks is the Casino Monte Carlo, a Belle Époque masterpiece as magnificent as the Palace of Versailles. While it attracts wealthy gamblers from around the world, Monaco's citizens are prohibited from gambling there, a unique law ensuring the casino serves international visitors. On Monaco's streets, the annual Grand Prix transforms the small principality into the world's most glamorous motorsport stage. Its narrow, winding roads between towering buildings and seaside cliffs make it one of the most prestigious and challenging Formula One circuits, captivating millions of fans worldwide. With a population density of 19,000 people per square kilometer, Monaco surpasses even Hong Kong and Singapore in crowded living conditions. Its real estate is among the most expensive globally, with prices averaging $100,000 per square meter. A penthouse here could rival the cost of an entire building in London's Mayfair district. Without an airport, Monaco compensates with an advanced helicopter network, linking it quickly to Nice Airport, creating a unique and exclusive transport system. This seamless integration of luxury, efficiency, and ingenuity defines Monaco as a modern marvel. Number 1. Vatican City. In the heart of ancient Rome lies a tiny kingdom steeped in unparalleled history. Vatican City, or simply the Vatican, is the world's smallest independent nation, covering just 0.17 square miles, or about 0.44 square kilometers, roughly the size of 60 football fields. Established in 1929 through the Lateran Treaty, Vatican City is the successor to the Papal States, a theocratic empire that spanned over a millennium, 756 to 1870 CE, and played a pivotal role in European history. Despite its geographical modesty, Vatican City carries profound significance as the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church, representing nearly 1/6 of the world's population. Interestingly, Vatican City and the Holy See are distinct entities. Vatican City is the physical territory governed by its own administration, while the Holy See represents the Catholic Church's spiritual authority worldwide. Together, they form a unique union of land and faith. The Vatican's governance structure is as extraordinary as its history. The Pope, not only the head of the Catholic Church, but also Europe's only non-hereditary monarch, holds absolute legislative, executive, and judicial power. When the papal seat becomes vacant, the College of Cardinals, comprising members under 80 years old, convenes a secret conclave to elect the next pope in a centuries-old process unmatched anywhere in the world. Beyond its religious role, the Vatican is a hub of art, science, and culture. Its Vatican Observatory, with telescopes in both Italy and Arizona, exemplifies the Church's commitment to scientific exploration. Architectural marvels like St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel House, timeless works by Michelangelo, Bernini, and Botticelli. Though the Vatican lacks an airport or a military, it wields immense global influence. This is due to its symbolic authority over nearly 1 billion Catholics worldwide and its role as a diplomatic actor. The Vatican museums are a treasure trove of human creativity, featuring over 70 galleries and priceless relics accumulated over 500 years. Its library, containing more than 1.1 million books and 75,000 ancient manuscripts, is one of humanity's most significant centers of knowledge. Each year, this tiny state welcomes 5 million visitors, a staggering number that highlights its cultural and spiritual magnetism. Have you ever set foot in one of these tiny nations? If you had the chance, which one would you visit next? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us on more exciting journeys. Thank you for watching.